start by talking about the AFC East division right here in 2021. Who wins this division? I'm going to give the Buffalo Bills the benefit of the doubt. I have the Buffalo Bills winning the AFC East in 2021. I believe the Buffalo Bills will finish with an 11-6 record in 2021. I believe the New England Patriots will finish with a 10-7 record in 2021. I believe the Miami Dolphins will also finish with a 10-7 record in 2021. I have the New York Jets finishing in last place with a 5-12 record in 2021. Now, I'm going to give the Patriots the edge over the Dolphins due to head-to-head matchups and the schedule and things like that. I believe the Patriots and the Bills will be the two playoff teams that come out of this division. I have Miami missing out on the playoffs. I'll get to my reasoning as to why in a little bit, but I have the Patriots making the playoffs as a wild card. I have the Bills winning the division, however, okay? The Buffalo Bills are coming off an AFC Championship game appearance from last year, and I think that I have to give them the benefit of the doubt because they have an incredibly talented roster. They have a great head coach in Sean McDermott. Josh Allen took a huge leap forward last year. Look, I think Josh Allen is a little bit overrated at this point just because people are starting to put him in the category with Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, where he only had one great season. This was the first time in his NFL career where he's been great. So I think Josh Allen is a little overhyped, but he's an incredibly talented quarterback. He's a hard worker. I think he's going to have another solid season. Stephon Diggs, real player at wide receiver. You add Emmanuel Sanders. You still have Cole Beasley and Gabriel Davis. You have a solid tight end core. The run game is average. The defense is not great, but it's good. They have some real players. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde. They have some players on the defensive line. I think Buffalo's top-of-the-line talent is better than the Patriots' top-of-the-line talent. So I have them winning the division. I think Buffalo just has a more dynamic roster. But I think Buffalo, they're an 11-6 football team. They do have to play a tough schedule. I do worry about the run game and the defense a little bit, but I think Buffalo is an incredibly talented team that will win 11 games. The Patriots, I have them making it back to the playoffs. I believe in Bill Belichick still to this day, and I believe Bill Belichick is super-duper motivated after having a losing season last year. I believe you have to give the Patriots the benefit of the doubt. I actually believe in Mac Jones. I was pretty high on Mac Jones when he was coming out of Alabama. I wasn't one of those guys that felt he should be drafted over Justin Fields or Trey Lance or, Trevor Lawrence. But I think that Mac Jones has a chance to become a good franchise quarterback. He's an accurate passer, makes good decisions, sort of has a little bit of an it factor. I like Mac Jones. And the offensive line is pretty good. They added Trent Brown. He has good running backs to hand the ball off to. The wide receiver core isn't great, but it's improved. The tight end core has real players. Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith are good. And the defense has a chance to be really, really good once again. So I think the Patriots are pretty good. The Miami Dolphins. Honestly, if the Dolphins had a top 15 or a top 20 quarterback, this is a team that could win 12 or 13 games. However, I think the Miami Dolphins roster has limitations because Tua Tagovailoa is their starting quarterback. And again, Tua is not a bad player. Tua is good. He's solid. But is Tua great? Is he transcendent? Is he special? I'm not so sure. I don't believe so. Okay? Now, I will say the Dolphins went big on wide receiver to help out Tua. They added Will Fuller. They have Jalen Waddle. They have Devontae Parker. Like, when Devontae Parker is your third best wide receiver, that's a pretty good wide receiver core. Not to mention, Mike Gesicki's really good. They have an elite defense. But the thing with Tua is there's this Jimmy G and Teddy Bridgewater quality to him where he's not going to win you games. He's not going to lose you games, but he's also not going to win you a whole lot of games. He's not going to win shootouts. If you're trailing by a bunch of points, I don't trust him to come back. And I'm not sure if the coaching staff truly trusts him. I know they're saying all the right things, but he was benched twice last year. And there's been Deshaun Watson rumors and a lot of things. So, look, I think the offensive line is better than people give it credit for. The defense is elite. The playmakers are elite. But they're pretty average at quarterback. And in a tough division with New England and Buffalo, I think that's the difference for the Dolphins. Tua's good, but not special. And that's the difference. the Jets. The Jets are a rebuilding team, but I expect them to be improved. Now, am I a big believer in Zach Wilson? Not really, but I will say Zach Wilson, he has a playmaking trait to him where he's going to kind of try to run around. He'll throw the ball down the field. He'll make plays at times. He'll have some high moments, but he'll also have some low moments, in my opinion. So when it comes to a guy like Zach Wilson, there will be some growing pains. There will be some ups and downs. But I do like Robert Saleh as a head coach. I think that he has a chance to become a good head coach. The Jets did improve the offensive line. They improved the wide receiver core. They improved the running back room. So we're going to see what happens with Zach Wilson. But the Jets will be improved, but they're still rebuilding.
Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.